everybody, welcome back to Jarrett's Journey. This week we're taking a trip out of our home state of Michigan to nearby Ohio. We're going to look and hopefully find some things that aren't so quite Ohio-esque. We're headed down to Hocking Hills. It's a place that we've always wanted to go to. Dorothy's all fueled up, dogs are in the back. Right now, I'm going to focus on getting us there safe.
And I guess I'm just going to focus on holding down the shotgun. We're going to find a couple places to spend 2 nights down there. We'll hopefully get the puppies out and let them play in the waterfall for a little bit. See some things that we have seen other people experience, and hopefully get to spend, I don't know, 2 nice days just in our home away from home.
So stick around with us for a little bit, and hopefully we'll be able to take you on some pretty cool hikes, maybe see some pretty cool things. All right, well, we made it.
A few hours in the van, not bad.
About 3.5, 4 hours from where we were coming. So we're gonna get out, stretch our legs a little bit, see if they have any trail maps, and see what we can get into today. Getting down here late on a Friday night, we're gonna do probably just a little bit of walking around, hanging out, find a stop or a spot to sleep for the night, and then tomorrow we'll definitely do some adventuring.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, let's see what we can find. Okay, so we're gonna take a short little walk tonight. We're gonna go up this way here from the trail entrance, head up to Upper Falls, circle back around down here to Devil's Bathtub, and head back out and make that a short hike for tonight. Get ourselves some dinner, get the dogs fed, find a spot to lay our heads for the night. All right, so I'm not sure if you can see behind me here, but right after you leave the parking lot, it's just a short little walk. You get to the Upper Falls, very pretty. We're gonna take a walk past this and go down on the trail a little bit further and see what else it has to offer.
Okay, so this is actually the Upper Falls.
Yep, I was mistaken.
It doesn't happen often, I promise.
So this is literally just maybe a quarter mile is all, probably from the parking lot?
Yeah.
Very pretty.
It's pretty crowded, but we're still able to get some good pictures, so.
Yep, absolutely. All right, so we've got some nice pictures from here and saw what this had to offer. Let's take a little bit of a further walk down here. All right. So actually right after the Upper Falls, you take just a short little walk and right around the corner. Pretty sure this is the start of, or is, Devil's Bathtub. Let's take a closer look.
So the Upper Falls were pretty cool, but I'm not sure anything beats the Devil's Bathtub. This thing is pretty intense. Definitely wouldn't want to go over the edge there. Go see what that sign says about it, and I'm gonna grab some pictures.
So it actually says that the Devil's Bathtub was sandstone that's been cemented together more tightly than the other nearby rock layers, just by the water and the way it flows. It's actually quite deep. It doesn't look like it is, but it says that right here, the swirling drain goes all the way down to Hades itself. But the reality is that the tub is several feet deep. So what I have heard is you definitely don't want to take a step in this because it is almost impossible to get out. It's really neat how the water and everything over time is almost keyholed this whole cliff. Did you see all this? How it's all keyholed?
No, That's so sweet. That's wild.
Okay, so since we are usually walking many more miles than one, that seemed awfully short.
It did. I'm not ready to stop.
No, so we're gonna take a little bit of a detour or extension here.
Trying to see something we thought we were gonna save till tomorrow.
Yeah, but I think tomorrow we might check out Rock House and maybe some of the other longer trails.
Yeah.
But for tonight, we just saw the Upper Falls. We saw Devil's Bathtub. Definitely a must-see if you're in this area. Very cool. It's serene down here.
Time for some Old Man's Cave.
Yeah, Old Man's Cave now. We're coming up to the steps right here. I'll show you these. Pretty neat. Come on, buddy. A little bit of a tunnel here. This is kind of neat. So I think what we were just on the top of there is the start of the lower falls.
Okay.
So as we come down here, see them? All right, let's go down there and take a look.
All right.
Yes, so this is the lower falls. It's almost beach-like. So I don't know if this is going to be able to be captured in the video or not, but I'll show you. Man, this is tall.
So we just stopped and found this sign that actually explains why it's called Old Man's Cave. I've always assumed a lot of caves get their names based on their shape and everything, so the whole time we were down there I was trying to figure out if it looked like a man or whatever. Not the case. Actually, a recluse, his name was Richard Rowe, made the cave his home in the 1800s, and so an actual old man lived in the cave. You learn something new every day.
All right, so we made it back to the van, found a spot to camp. It's about 15 miles, I think, from Hocking Hills. It's a trailhead, decent little area to park, kind of tough to get to, but we're ready to eat. It's late. She's out feeding the puppies right now, and I'm gonna start cooking us some dinner. All right.
Take them one in. Yeah. Good morning. I'm not really sure where we are, honestly. I guess that's kind of the joys of Overlander. We picked the first spot that was closest to Hocking Hills. It's a parking lot for an ORV trailhead. We're the only ones here. We had it to ourselves all night. It's not a bad place. It's pretty quiet.
All right, we got coffee.
Oh man, it's like heaven in a cup. So we left our quiet little spot, got packed up, got changed, got our bags packed, and now we're going to check out the Cantwell Cliffs.
Don't really know what this trail entails. It's a short loop, 2 miles, but I think you can make it a little bit longer if you want. We have no idea what the terrain is out here, so it does say it's moderate. So we'll take you along and see what we can find. Oh, wow. Clipper. Come on, baby. Good girl.
Check this place out. It's so huge.
So I'm guessing this is Cantwell Cliffs.
I would say it has to be.
It's absolutely huge.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of the overhang at in the Great Smoky Mountains. What was that called? Alum Cave Bluff.
Yes. Yeah.
We have a video on that too if you want to check that out, but it's got this same type of overhang where it's hard to describe. Come on. Come on, guys. Hemi.
Amazing.
Come on. Good boy. Good girl. Right after you leave the Cantwell Cliff area where the cliff is, you're posed with a bit of a choice. You either go down to the gorge trail or you follow the cliff bottom trail around. We chose the gorge trail. A little bit more wooded down here. We're going to take this around, we're going to loop that back around, and I think we'll basically end up on the cliff bottom trail on the way back.
Yeah. All right, so we went over down Gorge
Trail.
I don't need to make it more than it was. And then we're coming out and check out these other cliffs.
Kind of a neat little rest house right there.
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, I don't think we're gonna stick around and make a fire or anything, but...
Oh, it's good. So we looped around and now we're just headed over that bridge that I think you could see just a little bit ago when we were at the bottom down there.
Well, that's it at Cantwell Cliffs. Gotta say, 10 out of 10, highly recommend. Keep going with us. We're about to go check out Rock House.
So what it was just saying is that Rock House is the only true cave here in Hocking Hill State Park. So I'm pretty excited to see what it looks like. That means you. So I think this is one of the shorter hikes in the Hocking Hills State Park area, but it's just shy of a mile, 0.9 I think to be exact. But it's definitely one of the places that everybody says to come and visit, so I'm excited to see what's down the trail. We are in the Rock House right now. It's hard to see in there because it is actually a cave. It's very cool though. Tons of people. It's definitely a popular attraction, I would guess.
All right, so we are in Rock House, which is incredible. It's so huge. I mean, lots of stuff to climb on and scale on. It's pretty crowded, but
I'm having a good time. Dogs are having a good time. There's a lot of kids here having a good time too.
Yeah, it's great.
But it's definitely a little bit crowded.
But who wouldn't want to come see this? So kind of get it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Stop number
I don't know what stop number
3
it is.
today, maybe?
All right, so we are at the trailhead for Ash Cave. It's pretty hectic over here, but it's a place we wanted to check out. So it's a short little hike, maybe what, less than a half mile, I think, even just to Ash Cave. But apparently there's a 100-foot waterfall that we wanted to check out for sure. And then from there, the easiest way that we could find, since parking has been unbearably hard around here, we're gonna take a 4-mile hike.
Yeah, well, it's 2.3, I think, there and then back, right? I think we figured it was gonna be 5
maybe
miles
4.
by the time
Yeah,
it was
so
done.
okay, so about a 3-mile hike, maybe 2.5, 3-mile hike up to Cedar Falls, which is another place we wanted to check out, and we pull into the parking lot there, and it was
A joke.
no bueno. All right, so let's go.
All right, let's go. Except for we're tangled. Hey, so we're in Ash Cave, and it might be kind of hard to hear because between the water and all the people, this is incredible. Check out this view.
So here is the little creek that looks like it's barely flowing to create that waterfall. Very neat. How something so small makes such an impression down trail. Now don't get me wrong, the sights are beautiful, but a little bit better without the people.
Right. We kind of sound like we are anti-people, but I don't think that's really the case. I think it's more like it's harder to see stuff.
Not that I was expecting this on the trail.
No.
So we actually are on part of the Buckeye Trail. That's what I thought. Observation tower.
Love it.
That's pretty damn neat. Let's see what it says. Yep. Exactly what it is. Yep. All visitors climbing do at own risk. We can actually go up there.
I'll be down here. I'll wait for you.
You're not going up?
No, I'm gonna hold down the fort.
All right, I'm going up.
All right.
Top of the tower. One heck of a view. Last half mile or so
Yeah.
to Cedar Falls.
Oh, I couldn't remember the name of the place, so I was really, I needed
Yep.
you to help me out. In Cedar Falls, yes.
Yeah, so we'll go check these falls out, and then it's about a 3-mile hike back.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. All right, So here's Cedar Falls. Definitely awesome. I don't know what else to say really about it, do you?
No, it's very incredible.
Amazing. All right, come on, knuckleheads.
Got a nice swim in.
Watch your noggin. All right. So I think that about wraps up this, minus the walk back. Right?
Yeah.
Just the walk back.
2.5 miles.
I think it was a little bit more than that, but.
It's kind of sad
Why is it sad?
because we're almost back to the van and it's like today's done.
Yeah, we got a lot of good hikes in though. We saw some pretty cool stuff. Hopefully you guys like to see what we saw. So we've made it back to,
Allen Cave.
this is definitely not Allen Cave.
Oh my gosh, I'm in a totally different park.
Allen Cave is actually in Tennessee.
Oh. I'm so not good at this.
What is the name of this?
Ash.
Ash Cave. we made it back to Ash Cave. Definitely some cool views on the way. The hike in between Ash Cave and
Cedar Falls.
Cedar Falls
It's like a quiz.
is definitely a nice little hike. It's about 3.5 miles, I would say. They call about 2.5, but I think it's a little bit longer than that, according to the GPS anyhow. Definitely this Hocking Hills area is a nice area, a lot of good views, a lot of nice little trails. They are a lot of shorter loops, so anybody that doesn't want to go on an extended long hike to see something pretty cool, definitely check it out. So I think we're gonna wrap it up, head in for the night, find a spot to camp like we usually do.
I won't be navigating because clearly we figured out that I am not good at this.
So cook ourselves some dinner, lay down, relax, see what we can find.
Dinner is served.
Good morning. How'd you sleep?
So good.
So good.
Did you sleep good?
Yeah.
I mean, for a side of the road park, we found it wasn't bad, right?
No, it wasn't bad at all.
Pretty.
Actually, I had some internet connection, so we could watch some TV to go to bed.
Yeah. What did you say last night when you were laying down? It was almost like being at home.
Pretty much. You kind of forget where you're at.
Yeah. Oh, we had such a nice dinner and a relaxing evening after such a long day out walking and hiking, and I don't know, I think it was a perfect way to end a good day. And the only thing missing is a warm cup of coffee.
All right, I'll get on that. I'm gonna go make some coffee, and then we're gonna hit the road and head back to Michigan.
Already?
Yeah.
So we packed up, cleaned up our little campsite there. Now we've got about a 4-hour drive home, and that'll be kind of the end of a pretty great weekend. What was the part you think you liked the best?
I think Cantwell Cliffs was pretty cool. I like Cantwell. Just a little bit of rock scrambling and, you know, climbing with the dogs and stuff. That's always one of my favorites. Absolutely.
I would say Cantwell Cliffs was up there for me, but I also really liked Ash Cave. I thought that was pretty cool too. So, all right, well, time to get some miles behind us and some music and call it a drive.
Yep. Be sure to check out our next video where we try something we've never tried before. It involves the dogs too, and water.
And hopefully no injuries.
All right, bye guys.
Bye guys.
What'd you do?
Do it. Look whose side of the van it's on. It's totally your lunch pail. No.